Welcome back to Let's Play Craz'D. When we last left off... Oh, are you kidding me? I'm gonna call that one a little bit cheap. Oh! That was a suicide. There wasn't a point. I'm gonna get hit on the last screen at least once, so if I can't get there with more health than that... And you... I have yet to figure out what the pattern is there. Usually it remembers that I have selected... Usually it remembers that I have selected restart from last save point. So I get in the habit of just hitting the two buttons to instantly go back to the save point. Sometimes it appears as though it jumps back up to quit game, which is not what I want. See, I want to be able to do that. Quick, easy, two buttons. I haven't yet discerned the pattern with which that it resets, though. Sometimes it's... I mean, I know it's when I die, but it's only sometimes when I die. Or maybe it's that I reset so often that I just don't notice that it's when I die. This is a potential theory. Ooh. Oh, for the love of... OP. Little do or little OP. I'm gonna say that said little OP because they are. The game is agreeing with me. Okay, next screen has spikes. Oh, you're kidding me. I'm gonna call those targeted. And that's also why I keep saying that I need enough health on the last screen to take a hit. And another area that I can't use the microphone. What was the point of the microphone item? Honestly. Like, I never use it, and then I find out that I can use it to negate damage for a few hits. And then... suddenly every area in the game is a no microphone allowed zone. That's kind of a moment where I call, what the heck? It seems like it was designed specifically to get you used to relying on it and then take it away. No, because honestly, a lot of these areas would be a lot easier if I had just enough energy to negate a couple hits. Even if it got to where it only could negate one hit. See, I think that's what that last area is going to be. The rapid fire stars, which is why I need to get here with more health. That hole is a little too small. You get rushed to jump into it. Because of the stars falling, you can't take the puzzles patiently. It's a combination of annoying mechanics, and it's well implemented. I'm not complaining there. I just find it bothersome. They're combining a mechanic that makes you not stand still for long. But the problem is that the trajectory of the stars is so random that there's times where you get punished for being patient and times where you get punished for not being patient, and it can leave the player feeling like there's not a rhyme or reason. Case in point, I kept moving, and a star picked the trajectory that put it right in the path of where I had to jump. Another time, it'll hit where I was standing, meaning I would have been punished for standing still. But the fact that the trajectories are so random... That hit twice in the same spot. I'm surprised by that. The fact that the trajectories are randomized makes it feel less meaningful. And yes, I know the game was not meant to be taken seriously. But from a game design standpoint, you don't want to use random trajectories unless there's a way for the player to function with the random trajectories that doesn't rely on just what to me amounts to save scumming. If you lose an area because you did something wrong, or you lose an area because it's difficult, it's different than if you lose because the game happened to, due to a random number generator, throw a star in just the right direction that kills you, or causes you to take too much damage in one room that makes the next room unwinnable. Oftentimes games will avoid that. In the case of this room, for example, a lot of games would take the stars and either aim them at where you are, where you were, or where you're going in an effort to alter the player's behavior in a meaningful way. But by using random stars, or stars that are very seemingly random, you instead create a... trying to think. It creates kind of a slot machine scenario where your survival depends on the stars falling where you need them to, based purely off random luck, instead of any form of skill or true difficulty. It's kind of a, could be considered a subgenre of fake difficulty, because one run could be super easy and the next run could be super hard, and it all depend just on random luck. Case in point, that time the stars fell in just the direction, man, that made my heart stop, just the direction I needed, and I had enough health to take that one hit. Which is the reason I kept saying I needed to be able to take a hit. Oh, that room. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and save here. And then let my health get back to zero, get recovered, and then save again, because I got a little bit used to Untitled Story, where the save points heal you instantly, and since this game the recovery is a bit slower, I will often save before I finish healing, and then have a lot of missing health. Tip, go up. I never would have thought of that other mouse. You're a genius. Oh, okay, I didn't expect that. Loon, these smiley faces are scaring me. Oh, they scare us all. Just smile back at them and they'll go away. Water. Water, yay! Happy mouse in the water. I really enjoy that. I never did learn how to swim. Me neither. I just bounce. Just bounce on top of the water. Why am I going slow? The letters, Inspector. Whoa. Sup. We've been awaiting your arrival for quite some time now. Who is we? How did you like those traps we set for you? Growl. Pretty innovative, huh? Growl again. Enough about that, though. You know why we're here. No, I don't. Get ready for the fight of your life. No. Can you just give me some basic, Okay, what the heck? Is he specifically appearing above my head after each time, or am I just really bad at picking directions? See, with me, it's equally likely both cases. I mean, both cases are equally likely. I'm bad at picking where to stand, and given the curveballs this game likes to throw, it's just as likely that it's a matter of he appears above your head intentionally. The smiley faces scare me too, friend. I will say that at least there's not a huge... Why am I slow in this area? At least there's not a huge number of threats on the way here, so... Ow! What the heck? So you can fall off the edge. That's good to know. I was at 90-something%. Okay, it is every time you die. I was at 90-something% damage. There was no coming back from that. Even if I took no damage for the entire fight, I would have died from just the damage over time for existing effect that still has not been clarified. I hoped those two would have a lot of kind of expository, you know why you're here, no I don't, and then they explain why. Because it seems to me there's not a... blame me and my impatience. I keep wanting to just make a blind run at the boss, and yeah, it used to get me in a lot of trouble in Dark Souls. I was the type that found ways to run past enemies. It worked. There's a thing up there that's just gonna damage me for no reason. There's not words. It put one of those little things on a platform that was gonna hurt me. So I changed areas, and then it put it at the start of the area and damaged me anyway. There we go. Little OP all. Yes, the game agrees with me. It is a little OP. Really? Cat Planet. Cat Palmet. Girl. Words. Pantalones. You. 290 girl. Yeah, the words almost seem meaningful, even though I know they're random. Go away. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of that one boss. See, there's two problems or two mechanics that make this boss difficult. One, I have to keep an eye on both of them and dodge both of their shots. Two, I don't know where they're going to reappear after they shoot because they teleport. Combining those two, I'm very likely to take chip damage from the more or less dumb luck. I'm going to pick the spot that they're going to... Why do you keep shooting to the right? And it does the quit again. The combination of those two mechanics means that I'm very likely to take damage from dodging because I'm going to be the destination of my jump is going to land me on top of where they... I'm gonna wait for that to finish. The destination of my jump is likely to drop me right where they're going to spawn, or they'll spawn over my head, causing me to take damage on every pass. Unless I can decipher a pattern to their appearance or some way to predict it. I don't know what those things are, but they annoy me. Trying to hide it in the grass. I will say that's a little bit well played. That is not well played. The freezing platform segment is just cheap. Being very annoyed by those things. See, right here, they really should put a save point. Case in point, I took damage because I jumped to dodge their shots. I think I just damaged one. But I died in the process, so whoop-de-doo. I have mild resentment for the game designer in that that microphone item should not exist. Because the whole time you're in an area that won't allow you to use it, you just stare at it saying, why do I even have it? I don't like items that are there for seemingly either no reason or just to make... I'm going to be doing that a lot by accident. I don't like it when there's items that are seemingly just put there to more or less give the player a crutch that's going to be kicked out from under them later. Either don't give me the crutch at all, or don't take it away, or find a way to balance it later in the game, such as making it absorb less hits later on. Because even if it could block one hit, that would be very useful for later fights. But since we're at the 15-minute mark, I'm going to go ahead and call this one here, and I will see you next time.